Just checking, everything is good. Hello. How are you? Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Better bring my lighter. I think that is super important. Yes. Hi, Robin. Just put it on here for a sec. Let's just do this for 1 second. Beautiful people. How can you be without a candle, right? We cannot do that. So who is here? Hi, Ines. Hi, Ronit. Shalom, shalom. We need to start here for a second with sage. Doesn't count if it doesn't have sage, right? Here we go. Always good to burn a little bit. Hello, Francis. How are we? Well done. Just a little bit. Hi, Carrie. It's funny how it's always like 1 or 2 minutes before everyone settles in and what is happening. Ines, send a quick message in the group. Live is on. The heat is on. Today we have a very interesting, good subject. Hopefully they always are a little bit. And the subject is, hi Carrie, oh my God, tell Auntie Natalie as well. Today we're going to talk about how people that you trust, Shalom Ilana, people that you trust, people that you put on top of your list, potentially have betrayed you, potentially has blocked their way. They were not connected to who they are truly. And what's happening is that when you trust someone, or when you pedestal someone, or when you put them on a different level. Hi Amanda, hi Mel, hi Kate, hi Eliran. So good to see you all. Very good. Amanda, happy birthday to Amy. Today I've printed the ad that I have put for you guys. Marhaba, mahabten, ahlan, ahlan. So have you potentially discovered, hi Amy, happy birthday. Have you discovered that you could have put your trust at a parent, at a teacher, at a mentor, at a friend, at a relative, and basically they betrayed you? That you trusted them to be your pillar of strength, your pillar of light, and then they are not, Kiora, and then they are not. They have failed their position in your life. You are experiencing rejection, or you're experiencing betrayal, or you're experiencing disappointment and hurt and pain, and it's very disheartening, it's very hard, it's very not simple. And this is what I would like us to speak about today, to talk about today, from the point of allowing yourself to be connected to yourself no matter what. So firstly, before we jump into that light subject, how was your week? It was my birthday week, and it was so funny. I had a few people who came to visit me, mainly the Uluru crew, and that's the 53. Yeah. And basically the main question was, where are you sitting when you're doing your live? Is it here? Is it there? I'm like, this is it. And then I put the light on, the fire on, and then we're rolling it. So it was very funny for me anyway. So how was your week? How are you coping with all the planets in retro, especially if there are any Geminis here with Mercury in retro? I'm sure it's not easy. How are you? How was the week? I managed to lift my energy a little bit. Thanks for my birthday and the beautiful people who came to visit me. And בלי ריקודים עכשיו, מר אלירן וטינה. Productive. No, not too bad. That's good. Productive is good. So basically, I spoke to my little spiritual brother in Byron Bay, and he said, come. And I said, don't want to. And then he's like, it's 28 degrees. I said, all right, bye. And I booked. So I'm going away in a week or two. Just to visit them, because I love the sun and I love them. Well, I love them and I love the sun. So I guess we'll do another live from somewhere else. So basically, hello, Christopher. So basically, I want to ask you, when you got hurt, when you got upset, when you got in pain, when someone that you trusted betrayed you, how are you doing? How does it feel? What are you doing? Can you recall the first time that it happened to you? Can you recall who was the first person that betrayed your trust? It will be your perception as a child of your mother or your father. Even if a father passed away or a parent passed away or went away, that could very well be that, because in the very limited world of a child, it is an abandonment and it is a disappearing. So I guess my question for you is, what is it that you would like, your family as a young child, what is it that you can do or you could do to provide yourself with your own sense of, because I'm sure that you were all different, you were all special, you were all connecting differently. I know that my mom left at 3 months for a whole week. Like, it was only 1 week, but in a big time, it's only 1 week, but in a very specific, it was a whole week that my own private milk bar and nurturer left. They went on a holiday. It seems nothing, but apparently I cried for a whole week. So for me, that's what I remember. That would be the first, I guess, abandonment and rejection. The question is, again, what do you do about it? How is it affecting you? How much are you willing to trust and to give the energy back? Now, as an adult, it is very, very connected, and it might be easy. Dobre noche. It could be easy. However, it is not simple for that time, at that moment, if you don't have the tools. And if someone triggers you in these days and you are reacting, right, that means that there is still something unresolved. And that person at the moment is just reflecting it for you, and you might project on them your abandonment and rejection from the past. Okay? So they might there to help you to actually lift it, release it, and make sure that everything is in the higher level for you to clear and to shift. Hi, Anna. So what are you willing to actually do? Can you learn from it? Can you listen to it? Can you connect to it in a different way that will release you? So divorce between parents, it's a boom recipe for that. But what does it actually say? Like, if the parents divorced, is it because of you? No, you probably were not suitable to begin with. Or if a parent passed away while you were still young or went, this is not your responsibility, and you are not the reason for it. But many times, so many times, divorced kids, children of divorced parents, blame themselves. What have I done? What did they do? Why did they leave me? Was I not a good child to do that? And that is usually guilt that they take with, this for the new people that just joined, that can be a very strong guilt for the person to actually feel. So how can we release it? How can we free ourselves from that? How can we free ourselves? So firstly, the stars are with us. We have, excuse me, we have a few good things. So some of you know I've been doing some studies about the history and the philosophy of Yeshua and abandonment, yeah? And today is a very, very special day. This is the holiday of the white lily. And the white lily is like the white lily is, it's purity. It's how can we purify and cleanse our vessel? And as you are cleansing your vessel, as you are cleansing your body, you're allowing that purity to come through. And the more that you are clear, the more that everything is like amazing, so are you. So I would like us to please utilize the next 2 days, the 7th and the 8th, to this beautiful energy of love and joy and happiness, and bring it through to cleanse your body. On top of this, on Saturday, it's going to be the 9th of September. And the 9th of September, it's another portal. It's the portal. I'm sure that Kate and Ksenia already, Janine, you joined us all the way from Pakenham. We have like Hobart, we have Williamstown, we have Brighton, Albury. Amazing. We have Frankston, right? And we have, Kerry, where do you live? I love it. And we have Bentley, if you're still here on it. And Malambimbi. And Israel, Tel Aviv. Hello, everyone. Our job is to East Bentley. Shalom. Yes, this portal, and in a way, it doesn't really matter. The matter is that when you have 99, 77, 88, 99, 10, 10, 11, 11, it is a golden opportunity to transform and transmute more energy. And this is where you're going to change and shift your vibe. Our job is not really, you don't need to learn so many new things. You know, King Solomon said there is nothing new under the sun. Nothing. Nothing is new. It's all been there. And King Solomon said as well, 3 things. And some people say it's Buddha. I don't care who said it. You know what? 3 things you can't hide. The sun, the moon, and the truth. And this is where everything will surface up. Everything will come up. Everything will prove itself to be as it needs to be. The question is if you are ready for your own truth. And the truth is that you are beautiful. The truth is that you perhaps, of course, we all do have things to clear and to shift. However, are you willing to make it? You're just scrubbing it again. It's like opening that dishwasher and saying, ooh, that's not clean enough. Let's clean it again. Or tidy. Or how do I want it? Like I had the beautiful people coming and visiting some on Sunday, and it just inspired me to change a couple of things, and I just put here 2 plants instead of 1, you know? And it just little things because they made me feel good. And I was like, oh, maybe we'll change the vibe a little bit. Nothing epic, nothing big. Tick, 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 tick. And it happened. So what is it that you need within yourself? Don't go too philosophical. Don't go too big. Don't go too epic. Everything is good. Everything is already good, you know? So what do you feel that you can work on? Give yourself 2 or 3 goals. I know today it was amazing sunny in Melbourne, and I went to the house of my personal trainer on my bike. Almost died, no air, but I rode 3 kilometers there, 3 kilometers back. It doesn't sound much, but really Caulfield has its little mountains. No, okay, I'm exaggerating. But it has its little ups and downs and this and that. And it's like, you know, it was an effort for me. But on the way back, because my cardio was already done, I was like, bring it on. Stop for a chai, don't worry. Stop for a chai. And then I came home, and it was such a lovely ride because I wasn't in a hurry. It was good. It took me 14 minutes. It was perfect. So stable moods, perfect timing is lovely, but not health and wealth. What else are you working on? Health and wealth, it's going to be so simple. Why? If you eat properly, if you sleep enough, if you have, hi Sonia, if you eat and sleep and drink enough water, remember how much water do you need to drink? 30 ml per kilo. So whatever you weigh, 30 ml. And how do you do that? You drink it without counting the coffee or the alcohol that you drink on every one of them. You know, in the Mediterranean, how they serve you coffee with a glass of water. Because it will be the Greek, the Italian, the Turks, the Jews, everyone who lives in the Mediterranean. Why? Because each one balances. This will be 0 then. And then keep counting for what you need, okay? So we need water. We need air. Like fresh air, breathing. You need to sleep. You need to have a little bit of salt. So take some electrolytes, magnesium. Okay? So as soon as you are doing the essential things, your vessel, your body is already going to cleanse itself. Eat properly. Eat when you're hungry. There's always a story that I say often, and it's a very old Yemenite story that I read in one of the books at my parents' house. I remember it as a child. This guy died. A father died. He was already old. And he left his son 3 missions, 3 things to follow. 3 wishes or... Anyway, the son looked at it and he said, first thing was every day eat honey. Okay, I guess I can do that. Every day buy new clothes. I guess I can do that. That's weird. And everywhere you go, buy yourself a house. And he's like, how am I going to do that? I don't have all this money. So he tried. So every day he ate some honey and he was like, I can't eat it anymore. And then he went and he bought clothes and it was like, how many clothes can I have and do? Anyway, he was scared to leave the house because he didn't want to betray his father's words. The town, I mean. And he didn't know what to do. So he found the oracle of the town, of the village, and he went to her and he said to her, what does it mean? Why did Dad leave me these orders to do? And she said to him, your father was a very clever man. She said, if you'll only eat when you're hungry, the food will be as tasty as honey. Even if you eat savory, it will still be yummy because you're hungry and you appreciate it. If every day you will wear clean clothes, it's like you're having fresh, new clothes, right? So if they're clean, if they're fresh, if they are washed, boom. And then if there is a guest, a visitor in the town, and you host them at your house, guess what? When you will visit them in their town, you will have a home. So you just bought yourself a house in another place. Does that make sense? Hopefully in 2 weeks, I have a friend that once I stayed at her place in New South Wales with Elia, and she said she's coming to Melbourne. I said, come, stay over with my daughter's room, you know. So she has a home now at my place. Not that I'm doing tit for tat, but it's like, of course, I stayed at yours, come, stay at mine. Doesn't matter, that's what you do. So this is what I mean. It's about you opening up and you doing the right thing according to the creation's laws. Because what happens when you don't? What happens when you go against your grain? You're compromising, you're feeling manipulated, you're feeling a victim. You might really be a victim of something, of fraud or of delusions. You don't want that. You want to allow yourself to be authentic at any moment, at any time that you are. And I hope that I pass this test of authenticity for each and every one of you. Because I can assure you, what you see is what you get. And once that you can allow yourself to be connected through your true core, your true essence, this is where you need to be. This is how you can always allow yourself, no matter what, you'll be able to deal with that. So what does authenticity mean to you? What does your power mean to you? So in many cases, write to me. Please write to me. While I'm continuing my never-ending monologue, I'm just channeling it for you. Let me have some water. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions? How you feeling? How are you? Beautiful souls. Speaking your truth is authenticity. That's 100%. What else? Your authenticity is your truth. Being genuine. Correct. This is what's important. You cannot lie. You can lie to others, but you cannot lie to yourself. When you are looking in that mirror, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're saying good morning, good night, smiling, you know, this is it. I guess the main reason that I have postponed the Uluru trip is I'm tired. My body is tired. My body is more tired than I think. I've been away for 7 weeks, and it's like I didn't have really time to fully promote it. So again, I apologize for those who booked, but we are not. We're just postponing it. And in March, trust me, it's going to be so much more energy. And I prefer to be in my full capacity rather than, don't even know that I could open those sleeves free. I'll have so much more energy and vibrancy that's how I prefer to go. Not a superficial expectation, take me as I am, like who I am, choose. Yeah, 100%. But what are those values? Mind, body, spirit, emotions aligned. So remember, my 7 sources of self-mastery are on the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, family, social, and work, whatever order. And when you are connecting to yourself on that vibration, on that level, what can shatter you? Nothing. Nothing. So, Kate, you wrote you're looking for a new career path. What is it? You're saying you want to do more spirituality. When did I tune you to Reiki? 570 years ago, isn't it? So long. But it's like if you're in Albury, she's great. You know, so you can do Reiki, you can do whatever you do, you need to be clear about it. Ksenia, you are doing it via the photography, authentic. You have the ability to bring the authenticity of your clients, of the people that behind that camera. You can capture it. And you have to be quite talented / surrender to the process as the person to receive it, you know? And it's like, who are you? What are you? Just shine it. Just shine it through. It doesn't matter. Mel, you're doing support work, you know, with people who are disabled. You are enabling them to connect and to just be without being judged. And this is where each and every one, and you, Lucy, you're doing support for everything in all the trams and wherever it is, and you're like, no, that needs to be this way, that needs to be this way, that's perfect this way, and this is what it is. And this is where being authentic means that you're connected fully to who you are and what you are. And this is the big difference. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions? So I guess I'm trying to get inspired from what I wrote here. Yeah, posed. We're back here online. Yeah, I'm glad. So, hey Rosie, so long. So, I wrote here, but in the face of such disappointment, you can learn to become your own unwavering source of strength and guidance, illuminating your path forward. So it's like, are you going to allow any effort to take your energy away? No. And besides, they're just the mirror for something else deeper. None of it is them, really. And if it is and they're evil, out of your life. However, hi Nat, hi Rosie, how are you going to make your energy powerful? You can put a shield and another protection. This is not the real protection. This is just a crust. Because inside of you, it's that little child, it's that inner child that needs your support. So, you know, this year in the Mind, Body, Spirit, in November, I'm going to do inner child trauma and self-love. That's going to be my lecture this year. And based on my book, 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery, one of the chapters is loving, one of the lessons is love your inner child. And by the way, I'll be teaching the course again in February 24. So how old is can you just write to me how old or young is your little boy or girl? How old is your little self? And are they happy or not? Can you just write to me the age and are they happy? Steph again. 9:30. We started at 9, darling. So how? We're doing loving your inner child. So how old is your little child? 12, Robin. Is that when you lost your dad, Robin? Not happy. Can you imagine? So how old is your little child? And are they happy? Write to me. Quick. That's when you lost your dad. Yeah. And then your mom soon after. 10. What happened? Are they happy or not? 6. Are they happy? Write to me. 7-year-old, but my life started at the age of 9. Ask, Kate. 7 or 9. Maybe it's 8. They're happier now. That's good. 10. 6. Yes. Good to see those ages. Come on, give them to me. Send them. Write the age. The reason for it, 6 for me. Not happy. Got my period. Happy. Good. 6. Hi, Robin. This is where we need to do at 10. Wow. It's pretty early. This is where we need to see how can we soothe that little child? How can we make them happy? How can we support them? What do they need? Do they need you to take them to the park? Do they need you to go out with them, maybe even have an ice cream? Do they need you to go, because I want them to be independent. I want them not to need to control their situation from the eyes of that child. And because of that trauma that the child is having, that trauma, we all run our lives according to that age, according to that time. And that is so effed. Because you cannot run your life. Do you know that a child cannot cross the road by themselves until they're actually 9? The fibers in the brain are not able to assess the distance of a car. Nat, if you're still here, unbelievable. Nat was actually Snow White. Was it Snow White? The grandma wanted to give her to the hunter, literally, at 2, in the snow, in Serbia, cold, really cold. But here she is, strong, powerful, strong. You thought you were dying. Why were you dying? So, the age something we determine consciously. No, you just ask Chris, what is it? How old is my little child? My inner child? Is it happy or not? Because that trauma will then conquer and will create that pattern. Because you have already jumped into the fight, flight, freeze. Another one. Got the period. You see, it's like a change of life. It's like, whoa, what's that? And then later, whoa, it's gone. Really? Wow. So this is where you need to assess, to see, to look, and to decide what is it that you as an adult at the moment can help, can support, can shift the energy. So what is it that you think that you can do? 8, unhappy. You see? So as soon as you can identify, hi Avi, as soon as as soon as you can identify what is it that you can actually, or how you currently now can support yourself and help yourself and become that strength to yourself. How can you do that? What will you do? What does your child need? How can we then support it into that self-love? I wonder. Do you wonder? How can you do it? What does your child need now? Can you tell me, please? You hold your little girl a lot. Beautiful. What else? Very good. It's more than safety. After that safety, which is the safety and security, it's about having fun. After you have soothed them with the healing, with the hugs and the reassurance and telling her that everything is okay, I need you now to take it to the next level. Take it to the next level and give them fun. What did they always, hi Caroline, always as the young child, what did you always dream of doing or being able to do? How can you celebrate it now? What is it that you want and be able to do as fun? I mean, my poor child, I've dragged her to most of the Luna parks in the world. Come, we're going to Disneyland, Hong Kong. Come, we're going to Paris. Come, we're going to this. Mom, I want to get off. Sure, in 3 minutes, we'll be off. I will never forget that one in Tel Aviv. Do you think it's called abusive parents? Because I took her to the Luna Park. We've helped to release the adrenals in a natural way because it was a very specific scream of that. She was like, it was a new one in Tel Aviv. It was the anaconda. And I said to her, she's like, we're getting ready. And it's like this. And the face is there. So it's like this, literally. And she's like, Mom, do you think we can get off? I said to her, yes, in about 2.5 minutes, we'll be off. Don't worry. And then it went and slalom and this and this. And then at the end of it, shall we do it again? I'm like, bring it on. But if you don't try, if you're not helping yourself, if you're not bringing yourself into that level of daring, of breaking those limitations, I want you to break those limitations because we are so rigid. We're so stuck in what we need or how we need. Time to let it go, time to release, time to break free. What else can you do to free yourself from that barrier, from that heaviness? And I remember when I taught meditation at the clinic years ago, like I'm talking, this time was years ago, and I had milk bottles, lollies, and another one. And there was a lady whom at the time, she was in her late 60s. And every time after the meditation, she used to go to that big jar of glass. I don't have lollies anymore, don't you worry, it's been many years ago. And she used to take the milk bottle. And I said to her, why the milk bottle? She said, that was my expression of freedom when I was a child. That was the lolly that she used to get as a reward or as a good thing. And that she kept connecting it into that winning, basically. So that was like 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗍. There you go. So it's the same thing. So it's like sometimes, and I can tell you, I remember when I lost my dad, and it was the 7th day when we went back to the grave. And when we came back to Tel Aviv from Jerusalem, it was like all I wanted, and it was my little girl. She just wanted the bag of specific chips. It's called tapu chips, which is potato and chips. The Israeli version of simple potato chips. And it's like milky, but it was literally like cold chocolate drink. And that's all. And I said to my neighbor who ordered it, and I said to her, just order me that. And I was in bed there, and it was like, no, Janine. And I said, that's for you, my little girl. And I think we made popcorn somehow. And it was literally, I ate those things for her. Okay? And I knew the next day I got up, went for a walk, the adult kicked in. But literally, I just had to hug her, sit in bed, watch whatever it was, and just hugged her. And that's it. I needed that space, that solemn. And once that you are connected on that level to your little girl, little energy, listen and tune in. But that means that you, the adult, is the only one aspect of yourself, is really the only one who can give that security and safety. Because guess what? Your parents might not be there. Your parents might be the one who betrayed you, or the teacher is not there, or whomever it is, they're not there. But you are always here for you. And once that you can connect into your own beautiful energy, bring it on. How many friends betrayed you? How many relatives betrayed you? How many people, bosses, colleagues, workers? It's like you can say, well, I can't trust anyone. Sure, don't trust. However, trust yourself. Because when you trust yourself, you don't need to trust anyone else. You don't need to deposit your life in them. You don't need to do that. Like when we were in the army, it was one for all for one. You couldn't do it any other way. Same now with the vote that we need to do. Please read it carefully. Please read it carefully. What are you saying yes to? While you really don't need to change anything. Check it out clearly. Don't do politics, but look deep. Wake up. And this is the big difference. This is a big difference. When you are there as a support to yourself, no one can harm you. No one can hurt you because you have your own little parliament happening there. Now, I'm not talking delusions, and I'm not saying if you're taking drugs, it is not clear. If you're drinking excessive alcohol, it is not clear. This is opening portals of the dark. You don't want that. You want to be in the light. You want to be with love. You want to be with support. You want to be with essence. And this is where you need to look at things. I want to show you something. Do you have any questions? Please feel free. Get ready. Who is saying, first of all, yes into the readings? So this is a stone that I bought in Egypt, in the desert. Right? Looks like this, doesn't it? Nothing. Just like this. But then, look what's in it. So it might look really, really, really simple. Just like this. Very plain Jane, very simple. But inside there is a treasure. Okay? And this is where I ask you to find your own inner treasure. Who are you? Where are you? Got it. So this is where I want you to find your own self-treasure. Okay? Do you have any questions or do you have anything to say? Because guess what? 3, 2, 1. Who's saying me first? Facebook or Insta? Who's winning? I'm waiting to see me. Right? Me, please. Anyone wants a reading? You don't have to. Robin! Facebook is winning. Boom. I love it. You were too slow. Maybe there is like a little delay. So the readings that I'm doing is from my deck of cards from Survive to Thrive. Okay? And no problem. Oh, Rosie, you moved from Facebook to Insta. How cute. This week or last week, I don't know if I told you or not, but someone said, send me one from Amsterdam. It was in the crystal shop. She was a client of mine. Me. So, I know, I see you, Rosie. I'm standing here in front of 2 phones, and I'm looking at both of you. Just that you know. Equally, you're all my loved ones. Just stay with me for a bit. Let me just burn that. And again, I just want to say thank you for everyone who wished me happy birthday. And it was fun. Well, I didn't really celebrate much, but it's about celebration of life. Like this. All right. Shuffling. Let's start. If you're here, say me, and then we'll read it for you. Any questions, by the way? So 7 and 8 is the white lily for purity. 9th of the 9th is a portal of energy. And then next week, it's going to be a new moon on the 15th. It's going to be the Jewish New Year, lunar calendar year. So that's just going to be flowing. All right, Robin, you were the first one. Robin, your card is refresh. Every cell in my body, because remember, these cards are based on your chakras, based on your survive to thrive, and based on your ability to shift. No matter where you are, no matter what it is, your energy... sorry, the recliner pushed itself. It is supporting your energy to shift with the affirmation, okay? So, Robin, every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Carry your card. Carry your card is active. Active. I am now active and full of vital energy. I am now active and full of vital energy. Lucy, the card for you is lack of awareness. I now choose to raise my vibration and be aware of all that is around me. You really have to pay attention to that. I got this card last week. Make sure that you pay attention. When you hear my voice like this, it's because of all the karaoke. Lucy forced me to sing. Didn't you, Lucy? Anyway, next. Kate, the card for you is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. Judy, the card for you is coming into the light. Coming into the light. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. Wonderful. Natalie, the card for you is Inner Beauty. Nat, Inner Beauty. I am now willing, ready, and able to shine my light inside and out. I am now willing, ready, and able to shine my light inside and out. Beautiful. Avi, all the way from New York. Beautiful. Avi, choosing to move and trusting. Choosing to move and trusting. I choose to move forward in life. And I'm now willing, ready, and able to fly high. How beautiful for the white lily. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Ilana, klaf bishvilech. Ilana, you're cooling down. And Ilana hates the heat. You're cooling down, Ilana. Not just with the aircon. That means that your fight, flight, freeze is settling down. I no longer feel overly hot and my body temperature is perfect. I am now cool, calm, and collected. I am now cool, calm, and collected. Janine. Hello, Miss French. The card for you is furious. Are you angry at something or someone? What is it? I now understand that anger hurts me. I now choose to let it go and replace it with love. I now choose to let it go and replace it with love. The card for Peter is ultimate love. And I will always love you. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Love, joy, and happiness. Okay, Linton, how are you? Anyone else, anyone else, anyone else? Inshallah. Kol tov. 𝗍𝗵𝗿. Francis, one for you and one for me. Francis, Heart Center for you. I am now willing, ready, and able to connect myself and the world through my heart. Through my heart. And the card for me is nurturing. My card is nurturing. I now nurture myself and others with love. I hope you can feel the love. Feel the love from me to you. Amazing. All right. All my beautiful Instas. Anyone else that I forgot? I hope not. Hope it's all good. All right. Who do we have here? Who would like to have a reading? So, just say me. Amy. Amy is not me, it's Amy. So, Amy, because it's her birthday, deprived and content. Listen, Amy, we're talking here about how old? 15, 16? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I am now willing, ready, and able to tune into my needs. What do you need, Amy? We said public speaking, let's do it, right? Amanda, your card is brave and reconnect to life. Brave and reconnect to life. I am now willing, ready, and able to step out of my comfort zone. It is safe for me to reconnect to life. It is safe for me to reconnect to life. Me, for Ksenia, me. Okay. Ksenia, it's time to replenish all those deprived parts. I am now willing, ready, and able to nurture myself and shine my light. I am now willing, ready, and able to nurture myself and shine my light. Melissa Sousa. Melissa. Wanting to change. It is time to change, Melissa. I now realize that change is important. To my evolution, it is safe to change. Sometimes it's so hard to change that you're not even allowing yourself that opportunity, right? Rosie, she who jumped between Facebook to Instagram. Rosie, your card is encouraged. Encouraged. I now feel encouraged and excited about living my life to its fullest potential. How much fun is that? I now feel encouraged and excited about living my life to its fullest potential. That is so perfect. And you see, when you're looking at it, you have the 5 stages. It's like your ultimate gift, and it has 74 cards. It's only $44. All right, Sonia, a card for you. Sonia, you are breaking free. Sonia, you are breaking free. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. Beautiful. Okay, Anna, a card for you. Revive, balance. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. Beautiful. You're welcome. Ines, stop 17. Ines, you're feeling a little bit stuck? So listen to this. I am now free from any sticky situation. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly, or to jog, or to care for your child. Yeah, 17. It's a pleasure and a pleasure and a pleasure. Chris, where's Chris? Why is he not here? Chris, who had his birthday yesterday. Guess what, Chris? We have success for you, Christopher. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways to success. I have the magic touch. I've got the magic in me. Mel from Hobart, he's cooking. Yeah, he needs to be useful, of course. Mel from Hobart, are you still here? Your card is opening up. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfill me. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfill me. Who else? Anyone else didn't get a card and they want a card? Do you have any questions about what we spoke? So remember, even if you were disheartened, even if you were in pain, which we all did, it's most likely that that has been your inner child. And that is where we need to support it. You're welcome. And that is where you need to support the child. Stop focusing on the current pain. He is welcome. I'm coming to eat. I'm joking. I'm not. We're what, 3 kilometers away? Unbelievable. It's your little boy or girl that need that support from you. And once that you're giving them that support, right, they'll be fine. They'll be good. And this is where the difference is for you. You can now support every little part of you. But you cannot continue without establishing the little child, because that is our all. This is the basement. On top of this, things are growing up. On top of this, the energy is growing. Hey, Penny, just because you're super sweet and you moved to South Australia. Penny, your card is security. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. And remember, even if you don't feel it, that is the affirmation that you're saying in your head. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. And remember, well, Penny, since you're here, Uluru trip has been shifted from Halloween to Purim, to the original full moon in March. It's going to be the 22nd till the 26th of March. Yes, it's a week before Easter. However, it is a golden astrological opportunity to shift the masculine, feminine, and the yin and the yang within this magical place called Uluru. So it will be not to be missed. It's going to be amazing, right? Been present and listening. Of course, darling. I know she's repping for the team. All right. I'll do another card just in general. Well, guess what the theme is? Nourishment. It's all about nurturing and nourishment. I am now willing, ready, and able to move my body, eat healthy, nourishing foods, and be hydrated. Now, what did Sharon Tal said before? For those who joined us in the middle, listen to it again. That is what we need. You see how freaking tuned it is? So just do it. We're just doing it. Nurture yourself, nourish yourself. If you can't do anything, I'm not talking about slacking. Just let it be. because that will lead you into happiness. You know what it is to do a reading with me? Oh my God, it's one card that leads to another, that leads to another. By the way, I still have spots in the clinic. Sunday, you can do it on video. It doesn't matter where you are. The other day I had a client from Atlanta on Wednesday, and then another one was just travel and come. So it doesn't really matter. Energy is energy. We can do it, okay? So don't worry. I want you all to say it with me. I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. Now, how sweet is that for a final message, right? Do you know that I love you all? I'm sharing the love with you. We're raising the vibration of love in the world. We're raising it into a beautiful level of joy and happiness. And I just want us all to see the big picture. I am now willing, ready, and able to see the big picture and achieve and enjoy my goals. So this is what I want you to do, to enjoy. Forget just soothing it. I love you too. Forget it. שרעבי אילנית, למה את באה דקה לפני הסוף, יא אוכתי? לש, מעלש. Why like this? You need to go back to life, Ilanit. So this is where you need to allow yourself. Playfulness is the one thing that children are special and they know what to do. And if they'll do it from the purity of their heart, boom, everything is just so good. Okay? So again, I love you all and I shall see you next week. Remember, you have the portal of the 9-9. Maybe I'll do a little live on Saturday, but it's like allow yourself to be and to connect. Being curious, of course, that is the one child thing. Just like my girls, they're very curious about the meaning of life, you know. So have a beautiful evening or day in Tel Aviv or in New York, wherever you are. I love you all and take care. And I'm here for you, so contact me. And let's play. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, doesn't want to go. I know, right?